Ever wondered how your brain sends messages to your body, allowing you to think, feel, and move? It's all thanks to the incredible network of neurons, the building blocks of our nervous system. Today, I'm taking you on a fascinating journey to uncover the secrets of how these tiny cells communicate, the magic of nerve impulse transmission. Neurons are like miniature communication systems, transmitting signals through a process called synaptic transmission. Let's dive in and explore the steps involved. Imagine a neuron like a tiny battery with a slight negative charge on the inside of its membrane. This resting potential is maintained by a special pump called the sodium-potassium pump, which continuously moves sodium ions out of the neuron and potassium ions in. This careful balance of ions creates a potential difference across the membrane, preparing the neuron for action. Now let's imagine a stimulus, a touch, a sound or a thought arrives at the neuron. This stimulus causes the neuron's membrane to become less negative, a process called depolarization. If the depolarization reaches a certain threshold, it triggers an action potential, the nerve impulse. Sodium channels open, allowing sodium ions to rush into the neuron, making the inside temporarily positive. Then, potassium channels open, allowing potassium ions to flow out, restoring the negative charge inside the neuron, a process called repolarization. This rapid change in charge, like a tiny electrical spark, travels down the neuron's axon, the long tail of the cell. The action potential races along the axon until it reaches the axon terminal, where the real magic happens. This is where the neuron communicates with its neighbors. When the action potential arrives, it triggers the release of chemicals called neurotransmitters. These messengers are stored in tiny sacs called vesicles within the axon terminal. The neurotransmitters are released into the synaptic cleft, a tiny gap between the neurons. They then bind to receptors on the next neuron, like keys fitting into locks. The binding of neurotransmitters can either excite or inhibit the next neuron. An excitatory neurotransmitter makes it more likely for the next neuron to fire an action potential, while an inhibitory neurotransmitter makes it less likely. This continuous interplay of excitatory and inhibitory signals is how your brain processes information and coordinates your actions. The neurotransmitter's job isn't over until it's cleared from the synaptic cleft. This can happen through reuptake, where the presynaptic neuron reabsorbs the neurotransmitters, or enzymes in the cleft can break them down. Finally, they can simply diffuse away. The journey of a nerve impulse is a remarkable dance of electrical and chemical signals, allowing your brain to control every aspect of your life. Understanding this process helps us appreciate the complexity and wonder of the nervous system. Thanks for joining me on this exploration. For more fascinating insights into the brain and its functions, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Stay curious and keep exploring the amazing world of biology.